Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 7, titled The Legend of Ruby Sunday. The Doctor and UNIT investigate the night of Ruby's birth, but unleash an ancient evil. So, this has been set up as a two-part finale, which is why I'm a little surprised that it's not Legend of Ruby Sunday Part 1. So I'm assuming the last episode will have a different title. But I did also have the thought of, hey, this has been stated as an 8 episode season. And according to Disney Plus numbering, this is episode 8. So has that sort of been cross-wired interpreted, and this is actually the finale? I don't think that's the case, but it possibly could be. Anyway, so the ancient evil is most likely going to be the one who waits. That's who they're releasing. Whether they're going to be bound again by the end of this season, I don't know. Um, we do know that we're going to find out who Susan Twist's multiple characters actually are. I don't know if it's going to explain her being the maid during Isaac Newton's time, but at least all the ones from um, season 1 should be explained. And I still agree that it's possible that she is the oldest one, or at least the oldest one has latched onto her after the Pantheon was freed at the end of Wild Blue Yonder, which is why she was shown in that episode. Well, special. But we'll see if we're correct in 3, 2, 1, go. It probably won't be this episode. What is this music? It's an interesting way to start it. Hey, Ruby. Not Ruby, Rose. I forgot her and Donna got asked if they wanted to join. I do still love how they're referring to 14 as her uncle. For some reason, the Vlinks is the thumbnail of. What happened to the one in the wheelchair? I forget what her name. You already know. This sounds almost like which master was it? It was 10th one, isn't it? Hmm. So they are linking it to. Okay. TARDIS links it to the box, which didn't. Now, I'm not sure if I'm mixing things up, but didn't Susan say that she came up with the anagram for TARDIS? At least, I think I'm remembering that right. Yes, but if that is actually your granddaughter, how is she everywhere? Like other races and that? Hmm. What are you doing? Hmm. You cross over your own time stream many times. Hmm? It's worth a shot. Hmm. And let me guess, it's not going to be there. It's interesting that meeting up with Unit again didn't trigger a memory like some of the other things from her other life did. Oh, what was that? You're gonna join into. Are you getting Mrs. Flood to What was with that weird radio glitch when she came in? That better not have been foreshadowing. Hmm? Yes, that is what the radio said. Oh, of course you know about that, considering you knew what the TARDIS was and everything. Are you part of? Are you like a harbinger? Like, well, harbinger was. Also, you have a sort of daughter. Also, why does he always say he was dad once if he hasn't had kids yet? If you go in expecting a trap, you can out use the trap to your advantage. $100% human. That's fair. Kate, do you have a time when? Where exactly can I input a VHS? Yeah, it's probably best not to ask. So, how exactly does viewing a simulation of the past bring out something that's trapped? Even though it's technically not a simulation, it's a window. Is this her or the. It did tell you it snows with her. I do also have to ask if he won't go back and cross over his own time stream, at least with the same face, why not just send someone else back? Because the glitch is at the exact point that should be visible. Remember, in your you said the memory changed and she turned and pointed at you. No, I don't think. I don't think that's it. And now. You're gonna bump into the. Even when she was turned and pointed right at you, you still couldn't see her face. Where did Thinger go? Shut it off. The one who waits. Why did he not react? He's got aged to sand. If we can tell what happened to the body, we will tell what's happened to the body. You really have had a bad time at saving people recently, haven't you, Doctor? There was all the Fine Time Kids. There was Rogue, Cheatham. Then how did Carla know it was called the Beast? Hmm. Hmm. That's a yes. There was a little glitch on her voice. Hmm. And what are you standing right in front of, Kate? What's been complaining multiple times this whole season? Someone get a camera on that. If it was able to be seen on the VHS. Really coming out like Hillary. It's just the TARDIS. Hmm. God damn it. They mentioned the trickster. Reprobate. Mara. Sutek. They were correct. The god the doctors fought before. So is Sutek the one who waits, or? Interesting. That's. It definitely did not go where I thought it was going. I don't think up until now Sutek had ever been associated with the Pantheon of Discord. Um, when did it start speaking about the gods? I think it was. Yeah, it goes through games, traps, music, spite. The problem is, so many of those are just going to have reference to this episode. Interestingly, they didn't mention Krampus. It was another one who's canonically appeared before. Um. Hmm. Interesting. So, yeah, all of those gods that were mentioned there, there's nothing other than the ones we've seen. There's nothing, no information about them or anything. They're all completely new for this episode. So, we know the trickster from Sarah Jane Adventures, Maestro obviously from what was that episode called? Devil's Cord. Toymaker from well, the original episode that they appeared in, and what was the third special called? I can't quite remember at the moment. We got Krampus, who appeared in a I think it was an 11th Doctor comic with Amy, Rory, and Mel's. You know, the original form before she changed into the River Song that we know. Apparently, the Doctor's heard legends of the Pantheon when he was a child and claims to have fought the shadows and the changelings of the Pantheon in the past. The shadows being elemental shades, which, when I click on that, links back to the 10th Doctor, Love and Monsters. You know, with the Absorbaloff and everything. And obviously Sutekh. Which was how I still want to know how did Carla know that it was the Beast? Because the Beast is another name for Sutekh. Main aliases. The Typhonian Beast and the Beast are listed. What episode did... Because I've never actually seen the original episode that they appeared in. Yeah. Because it first appeared in the episode Pyramids of Mars, which was in 1975. And there was a 4-part thing. So, I don't actually know the story of Sutekh. I only knew of the name because Who Culture brought it up as a possibility in... was it their final predictions, or was it they're talking in relation to the last episode? I don't remember. I just know that name was thrown out there, and then guess who it appeared to be? So that is... Sutekh is the one who waits. But who is the oldest one? Because they refer to themselves as the mother, the father, and the other to all gods. Yet, if they're the mother, father, and other, that would imply that they are older than every other god. Yet, the Maestro claims that the oldest one was there the night of Ruby's birth. Unless they were referring to Sutekh as well, then why did... Why do they refer to him as the oldest one and as the one who waits at different points of the same scene? That's confusing. Is there another god at play that we have yet to see? Also, why did the time window suddenly turn back on when the Doctor sent Rose down there? Not Rose, Ruby. I mixed them up at the start, I mixed them up at the end. But why did it turn on when he sent her down there? Almost like it was wanting to interact with her, but it's also glitched at the most important part for her, the original time, so obviously even it is trying to conceal who her mother's identity is. Or maybe Sutek's trying to manipulate. There's a lot to theorize on because of this episode, and I am not the one to really do it because, as I said, I don't have much classic knowledge. I've got the revival from 2005, no, from 2006 onwards to the first season of Capaldi. That is my extensive first-hand knowledge of Doctor Who. Sure, I've picked up bits and pieces through osmosis and by watching analysis videos and all of that, but I don't know enough to properly theorize as to what is going on here. So I may just end this one here, and at the start of the next episode, come back to you, if I remember, and bring you the most plausible theories that I've heard in the week between. I say if I remember because I completely forgot to talk about my notes for this episode, which was saying that there were 18 Doctors shown in the last episode, including Richard E. Grant, because apparently the Shulker Doctor is now canonized, and that means we've got two different versions of the Ninth Doctor. And it was only when I brought up my notes to put theories for next episode, that I saw my note about that. But yes, I'm very interested. And I still want to know, why is the Vlinx the thumbnail for this episode? Because Church on Ruby Road had the Doctor and Ruby in their dance on the Goblin's ship. Space Babies had the Doctor holding one of their put together toys on the ship. The Devil's Cord is Ruby and the Doctor back in time. Boom is Ruby looking out over the sky of a different planet for the first time. 73 Yards is the Doctor and Ruby arriving on the shores of Wales. Dot and Bubble had Mindy with the Doctor and Ruby, specifically from the scene where the slug is coming out of the elevator. I know, because that's pretty much the exact thumbnail that I used for that episode. Rogue had the Doctor and Rogue on the dance floor from that. All of those are very important moments from the episode. Why the Vlinx? Will that become more apparent in the next episode? Is the Vlinx going to do something? Anyway, I'm getting a little overexcited, so I'm going to end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.